What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster here, coming at you from sunny Cozumel today. And in today's video, we're gonna do an update and see, just 1 week after Hurricane Beryl came rolling through, what is Cozumel looking like? Is it worth visiting? Is there any damage, any severe damage? And then also, I'm going to share with you a few notes on the ferry, give you a couple tips on the ferry, because you will likely be coming by ferry if you're coming from Playa del Carmen or Cancun. And at the very end of the video, we're gonna go check out a very special place where you can get the best tacos dorados de birria on the island. And if you guys have been watching and following the channel for a while, you know that one of the first things I do when I get to a place is I find the best food and I eat a lot of it. And then I show you guys. So we're definitely gonna hit that spot, and it is really tucked away. There's also a little hidden gem next to it with really good quality fish and ceviche. They have entire fried fish, and it's not tilapia, guys. And keep in mind, this is not one of the first places you're gonna see when you get off the ferry. You will have to look for it. So stick around for that at the end of the video. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to be here. Without further ado, let's go see how Cozumel is looking 1 week after Hurricane Beryl. Vámonos. So look at that, guys. First and foremost, as you can see here, we're in Parque Benito Juarez. There's a big Cuban family here enjoying life, enjoying the traditional obligatory photo. And look, there's no missing letters, so that's a good sign. Hurricane Beryl did not damage the sign. And I'll show you really quick where I just came in. I just came in right there on the ferry terminal. And so a quick note on the ferries, guys, before I forget and get sidetracked walking around Cozumel here. The first thing I was gonna say is really you don't need to buy a round trip ticket. You're not gonna save any money. I went on Windjet, which is the big orange ferry, and it's 280 pesos for the one-way ticket. And it's 540 for the round trip. So it seems like you're saving 20 pesos. But when you get here and you go back to the Windjet office right there, you will notice that a one-way basic ticket back to Playa del Carmen is 260 pesos, not 280. So the total ends up being the same. That way you're not locking yourself into returning at a certain time or even the same day if you decide to stay over, which does happen. You can find fairly cheap hotels here, you know, 3-star places to stay for around 1,000 pesos. And then another note is that the very last ferry leaves at 9 p.m. So you guys can stay all day. You can stay for the sunset. There's no rush. It doesn't have to be a rushed trip. You can do a full day trip out here, come out, rent a scooter, take your time, enjoy the island. And then the third and final note I was gonna say, I sat on the upper deck, and don't do this if you're seasick, because you will feel the rocking back and forth quite a bit more if you tend towards seasickness. But if you're not seasick, sit up at the upper deck all the way in the back, and you'll get the best photos, the best videos, but you'll also be the first people off the boat, which is nice. You don't want to get stuck in that crowd trying to get off the boat. It is nice to be the first one off. So I'll share some videos in the intro or at the end of the video of where I was sitting, and that you will not exit where you enter the ferry. The exit is the upper deck at the back if you're sitting up top. So consider that. All right, guys, so we have the famous clock tower here in Parque Benito Juarez, and that looks to be fine. And then also here to the side, we have the Municipal Palace from 1939. Palacio Municipal. And it looks like there's still some plywood up in some of the windows, and it is closed. But you know what? It looks fine. Yeah, I don't see any damage there. So guys, so far so good. One thing that's jumping out to me is it is a Saturday right at just afternoon, and it is quiet. I did get here just after 10 a.m. Like I said, I went and took my time hunting for those tacos so I could get a good meal in me, but also share that with you guys, where to find those tacos. When I got here, it was beautiful. It was like a ghost town. And I got some kind of B-roll shots that I'll share throughout the video from just after 10 a.m. But it does seem a little bit quiet, and maybe that is in part due to low season for sure. But also, you know, it could be fear of or cancellation of reservations due to the hurricane. I'm not sure. But I did want to update you guys on Cozumel because I know I have quite a few subscribers coming down in July who asked, is everything going to be back to normal by X date? I had one subscriber, I think, who mentioned the 17th of July. And I would say yes, guys. So far, everything seems to be open. You'll have a few windows that look to be boarded up still. And there was talk of another storm, but I did not see anything like that on the international tropical storm page. So far, guys, we're looking to be in really good shape. Now, another thing I noticed here, aside from it being on the quieter side, is that there are more deals. Lots of deals, lots of signs up for discounts and things like that. And when I first got here, there was quite a sense of desperation. A lot of people kind of almost begging me to come in and eat. So here we have the little flea market. I may just take a very quick walk through here just because it's worth taking a look at. But there are typically a lot of people in here, so a lot of noise. And a huge tour right here. Permiso.
If you want pharmacy without prescription, that is the pharmacy. It's closed.
That's funny. She's like, if you want pharmacy without prescription, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much most pharmacies here, no doubt about it. So there we have it, guys. A little flea market action for you. Just a very quick walk through. Don't want to spend too much time back here. I will go walk along the coast here just briefly as well to see how things are looking over there.
Now, the ones wants to do tequila, raise your hand.
Everybody raises their hand for tequila. That's great. Yeah, I mean, it is afternoon. Tequila's not the worst idea. So yeah, it's starting to get a little busier as more of the ferries arrive. I was on the 9:30 a.m. ferry, so fairly early riser today. So this is where I will be coming back to get the ferry when I leave. And I did ask a couple of the locals here if there was any major, noteworthy damage. and they said for the most part it wasn't bad. I heard kind of the opposite, so I had to come see it with my own eyes, because you can never believe what you hear through the grapevine and on the news. I heard that it hit harder in Cozumel, which kind of makes sense, because it did make landfall in Cozumel before Playa del Carmen and Tulum. But it just doesn't seem like it did much damage. I mean, even these docks, these wooden docks, seem to be in really good shape. Same with the boats. So yeah, guys, for those of you planning trips to Cozumel, I would absolutely keep your plans. You know, obviously check with your hotel or resort, whatever it may be, but or Airbnb, but things look pretty much open for business here. And if I have time, guys, I might rent a scooter today. The scooter rentals are pretty cheap, so con permiso. Gracias.
Sorry.
So the scooter rentals are pretty cheap here. I think you can get full day or half day, and I think you can kind of finesse it down to 300 or 400 pesos for the half day, 500 or so for the full day. But I would not recommend getting your scooter right when you get off the ferry. Generally, the closer you are to the ferry terminal, the more you're going to pay. I looked at a few restaurant menus near the ferry terminal as well, and they were just ridiculous. And there were a few typical red flags. First of all, no smell, no good smells to follow my nose, no locals in those restaurants, and there's that other kind of just sixth sense that I get where I can almost feel it in my stomach if it's going to be a good spot. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go find those tacos de birria. To make it easy, for a reference point, here is the sign, the famous Cozumel sign. And here we have the Palacio Municipal. And let's go from right there to go try these tacos dorados de birria. So first and foremost, we got to make it easy enough to get there, to find the place. And guys, you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm hot, I'm a little dehydrated. I've been out playing volleyball in the sun every day, walking a ton. Some of these videos really take it out of me. It makes for pretty long days. So if you appreciate my efforts, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, so I drank a liter of water on the way out here, and then I drank a liter of orange juice, and I'm still thirsty. So hoping that they have agua de Jamaica up here as well. Earlier I think they said they just had like the sweeter ones, like horchata, in which case I'll just get regular bottle of H2O. Okay, so the first reference point you guys will see here is where I got my liter of orange juice, and that's La Flor de Michoacán on the corner here. So we're gonna cross here and just keep heading east away from the water. And we're on Calle 1 Sur, that's Calle 1 Sur, walking east. The next really obvious landmark is this how, buena comida, yellow, bright yellow and red building. So if you pass that, you're on the right track. I'm still wrestling with the idea of renting a scooter. I keep going back and forth thinking, well, maybe I should wait till Anna is able to come with me so she can film while I drive. And so we can just enjoy that together. The idea of kind of joyriding around the island though still appeals, even if I do it alone. I have a lot of time, a lot of experience solo traveling, so I know how to have fun by myself for sure. I just kind of think it would be more fun to share that particular experience with Anna. But I like scooters. It's a fun way to get around. It looks like these guys are fixing some of the power lines that I noticed earlier. There were some down power lines, so that's some of the little bit of damage from the hurricane. And so keep that in mind, guys. Always be aware of that, even weeks after a hurricane, because sometimes the city can't get around to fixing all of those power lines in a timely fashion. So all right, we're gonna jog over now to the south, just one street. There's this Tortas Marinero, Tortas Seafood. We're gonna go one street to the south, and I promise you guys we're almost there to those tacos. So I intentionally got here extremely hungry. I pretty much just had coffee and watermelon this morning, and I came here with an empty stomach, intending to find and eat the best food in Cozumel, at least in San Miguel de Cozumel, aquí in el centro, here in the center. And that's what I'm doing. This is already going to be my second meal in Cozumel, so don't judge me. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you know Cozumel, what's your favorite food here? What are your favorite tacos? What's your favorite breakfast, your favorite restaurant, favorite coffee shop? I notice a lot of people here just go for the Starbucks because there's so many good, convenient locations for Starbucks here that I guess it's kind of hard to pass that up. It's familiar, it's convenient. You know what you're getting. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. I know quite a few of you who subscribe to the channel know Cozumel probably better than I do. So, all right, guys, so when you see this Farmacia Guadalajara, at this point we're looking that way, is back toward the water. You'll have this Farmacia Guadalajara to your right as you're coming east. And then you will find, and you can find this on Google Maps, Mercado Municipal. And this is generally where I first start my hunts, is these municipal markets. And then I pay attention to where the locals are. And then I pay attention to what smells the best. And I walk around and take my time, of course. But this really stuck out to me because it says, Birria Ay, Jalisco, and I used to live in Jalisco. Hola, Guille, ¿qué onda? And that's the other place, Hermanas Mendoza. That's Guille right there. He's got the good seafood. We're gonna check him out in a minute. And then we got Birria Ay Jalisco. Rosie. Hola, hola. You guys gotta come see Rosie. So we're gonna order a few tacos. I'll show you what things look like here. They've got all sorts of different options. I'll give you guys a better look at the menu in just a moment, but all you need to know is that they have birria de res. Oh, and if you could smell it right now, they have the consommé con carne, and then this is what I went with earlier, the dorados de birria. And dorados are the fried ones if you're up for a really fatty option, and the suaves are just normal tortillas, bland. And so, or you can get them with cheese, queso tacos for even more fat. But you can see they've got all the options, all the necessary food to make you feel like you're in Jalisco. So I'm gonna go ahead and order 3 tacos right here from Ay Jalisco and show you what those look like, guys. So for only 84 pesos, I'm gonna get a nice plate of food. Let's check it out. Hola de nuevo, chicos. Hola, buenas. ¿Me pueden hacer 3 más tacos dorados de birria? Sí, dorados, igualito. Yeah. Sí, ok, gracias. ¿Y quiere decir algo a todo el mundo?
Que nos visiten aquí en Birria de Res y Jalisco, Cozumel. Bienvenidos sean, estamos de 8:30 a 4:30 de la tarde, de martes a domingo, para servirles con gusto.
¿Y cómo te llamas?
Luis Mario.
Luis Mario.
Luis Mario, un gusto para servirles.
Gracias, Luis Mario. So there you have it from Luis Mario. And we have Rosie as well here. Rosie, ¿quieres decir algo a todo el mundo?
Sí, que los esperamos aquí. Está muy rica la birria y bienvenidos cuando gusten.
Eso. Okay, guys, and I'll share a link to the Instagram for this place in the description of the video. So if you come to Cozumel, this is one of the must-dos, the hidden gems, if you will. And in just a moment, I will show you what these tacos look like and why it's so worth it. Eating this for the second time today. And this time they hooked it up with the consommé, the broth as well. Super excited for that. Got to try it right away. Oh yeah, on point. All right, and this time they gave me this chili. The first time they gave me 2 green ones. And so I have these tacos dorados de birria here from Ay Jalisco. Ay Jalisco. And so first thing I'm gonna do is put some cebolla, cilantro, some onion cilantro in there. Throw some lime juice. And of course, this salsa. This is the chile de árbol. It's got 3 different chilies in it, so be careful with this one. And then also you can put a little spoon of consommé on there, just a little bit of the broth to soften it up a little bit if you want to do that. All right, guys. So see how that looks right there, and num num num. Here we go. Oh yeah. Cuidado con eso. Careful with that. Delicious, guys. So there you have it, guys. Cozumel is looking great. These tacos dorados de birria are not to be missed. 28 pesos per taco. I'll throw in a shot of the menu so you guys can see the whole menu. There's one spot in Playa del Carmen that's close to this level that I've found, but these are absolutely delicious. The portions are great. I probably shouldn't even be eating these again. It's only been a little over 2 hours since I last ate a plate of these, and now I'm doing it again. But you know what? For the sake of showing you all, I'm just going for it, and I don't regret it. I even got myself a Coca-Cola this time, just being a little bit gluttonous today. Anyway, thanks for stopping in for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. And Cozumel's looking great, nothing more to say. Come enjoy it, enjoy life, enjoy Playa del Carmen, enjoy Cozumel. Hurricane Beryl really didn't touch this place. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Rope Monster out.